In congregational hymn singing, the practice of having more than one melody that is used with a particular poem or hymn text, or conversely, pairing a specific melody with more than one text, is a centuries-old tradition that continues to the present day. It's something churchgoers of many congregations have likely experienced. This is seen regularly in the Christian Science hymn singing experience. Many of the hymn texts in the Christian Science hymnal have more than one musical setting. So how is it possible to mix and match different hymn tunes and words together, or find out how they fit? For those unacquainted with musical notation, here's a little bit of background. As you might guess, not all words and tunes fit together. In order for the words and music to fit, the poetic meter and the musical meter have to match. Simply put, poetic meter is the number of syllables in a line of poetry, as well as the pattern of accented and unaccented syllables. For example, the first verse of hymn 213 in the Christian Science hymnal reads like this: O God, our help in ages past, our hope for time to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal home. The pattern of syllables in this text can be depicted by the numbers 8, 6, 8, 6. The first line of the stanza contains 8 syllables. O God, our help in ages past. The second line contains 6 syllables, and so on. These syllables match the number of notes and pattern of accents in the music. Musical meter is the pattern of recurring strong and weak beats in a musical composition. So again, in order for a hymn tune and text to be successfully paired, the poetic and musical meters have to match. For hymns, some musicians use the term hymn meter to describe this jointly used meter of the words and tune of a hymn. To illustrate how hymn meter works, let's take the first verse of hymn 213 again and see how it fits with the tune Moscow. This is hymn number 346 in the Christian Science hymnal. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for time to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal home. We can kind of try to force the words to fit, but you can hear that they don't really want to fit. This is because the musical meter and the poetic meter don't match. The words, again, have that meter 8686, but Moscow, the tune, has a completely different meter. In this case, 6646664. Now, let's try an example that does work. Let's take those same words again and pair them with a tune that has the correct meter. Just for fun, let's try Richard Storrs Willis's well-known Christmas tune, Carol, which many people recognize with the words, "It came upon the midnight clear." O God, our help in ages past, our hope for time to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal home. You can hear that there's a smooth, natural pairing between the rhythms in the words and the music. You can hear how well they fit together. This is because they use the same hymn meter. So where can you find the hymn meter? In the Christian Science hymnal and in many other hymnals, you can find the hymn meter printed alongside the tune name. And many hymnals, including the Christian Science hymnal, also include an index of meters at the back of the book. You'll find that the meter 8686, to use our example, is also the meter for Mary Baker Eddy's hymn text Love, the tune Mount Calvary, which those familiar with the Christian Science hymnal will recognize as hymn 144 in Atmosphere of Love Divine, and many others. By the way, this particular meter, 8686, is used so often it is also called common meter, which you can see represented in hymnals as the letters C, M. So, We can see from this that any similarly patterned text can be paired or married with a similarly patterned tune. So anytime you see the hymn meter in a hymnal, you know that this is the specific meter that the words and the tune have in common with each other. And you can swap any tunes or hymn texts that share the same meter.